are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, Rams.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because if he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, it brings up
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the Chargers' 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
Complete to.
It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 15. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. He's down to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll come out in the pistol from the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going up top for Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the extra point.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Throw complete to Cam Akers. Making it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jefferson as the first half is winding down, and the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Chargers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Down after a pick.
Possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run out out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Once more, here's Eckler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Here's Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Henry. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to
trying to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. It's a run to it over. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it, and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Going up top for Cup. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Herbert on the keeper.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he stopped immediately there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the Rams
took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We saw a number of good games earlier. Might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. The 30, 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Badgley's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First throw in overtime for Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it. They bring him down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try to keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. throw is going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 47-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for L.A., they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.